Good morning, Major. So today we're going to go over Unit 9, Day 2 notes, which is continuation of circles. The first part is just naming an arc. What you need to know is an arc is part of a circle. And the length of the arc, what they're asking you is, if you take A to B and you stretch it out, what is the length of it? So that's going to be measured in centimeters and meters, inches, something like that. But if they're asking you for the arc measure, that is saying what is the degree between A and B, and that is going to be 90 degrees right here. So this central angle is going to be the same as this arc measure, which is the 90-degree angle. So it says circumference of a circle. This is something that we need to remember from algebra. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, or we say, since 2 times r is a diameter, we can say the diameter times pi, or pi diameter. It says the arc length. This is going to be a ratio. The arc length is the length of part of your circle, right here, like A to B, is arc length, which is usually your x, not always. Divided by the circumference of the circle, so the length of the whole circle, which is 2 pi r, equals the degree of the arc, so the degree of part of it, divided by the degree of a whole circle, which is 360 always. We don't change this. And we're just going to cross multiply to find out what our variable is, whichever variable it's going to be. So let's look at this one. It says arc length. This says find the length of, this little symbol means arc, AB. So if it's just 2 letters, that means the shortest distance from A to B. If they throw another letter in there, that means we're going to go along the long ways. It's going to be a major arc. So A to B is this right here. What is the length of this when I unwind it and I make it straight? I'm going to use this formula. My arc length is what they're asking me, divided by 2 pi r, but our radius in this case is 4, equals the degree, which we know the central angle is 60, so my arc's angle is going to be 60, divided by the degree of a circle, which is 360. All you need to do is cross multiply. X times 360 is 360x. 2 times pi times 4 times 60. Just multiply it out in your calculator. 2 times pi times 4 times 60, or 8 times 60 times pi, which is, I got 1507.96. And I'm going to now divide this by whatever's multiplied by your variable, which in this case is 360. My x equals 4.1887. I'm going to put 189. All right, I want you guys to try this one. And that's it. That's the length of that arc. So let's look at this one. It says find the radius. They're giving you your arc length. This is the length of the arc. I'm going to use the same formula. But in this time, I'm going to plug in my arc length. My arc length is 3.82, divided by the circumference of the circle is 2 pi. I don't know what my radius is. That's what they're asking us. What is the distance between r and q? So I'm going to put r. That's my variable. Equals my degree, they tell me, is 60. And I always know that's divided by 360, degree of a circle. Now, when I cross multiply this time, I'm going to multiply 3.82 times 360, which is 1375.2, equals 2 times pi times 60, because I don't know what r is. R is my variable, so I know I'm going to multiply r times something. So 2 times pi times 60 is 376.99. Now I'm gonna divide by whatever's multiplied by my radius or my variable. So I'm gonna divide by 376.99. When we divide these two things, we get my radius equals 3.648. The 8 rounds the 7 up to an 8. So you can even round this to 3.7 if you would like. But my radius is going to be in meters because I have an M right here. So this is meters. Now let's look at the area of a circle so we can find the sector of area of a sector. So an area of a sector is going to be like a piece of pizza. We're looking at the area of this. It looks like a triangle, except we don't have 3 straight lines. We're going to have a curved edge on one of the sides. So the area of a circle, we should know this, is pi r squared. And we don't really have this in form of diameter. That's not the same as pi times diameter. It's pi r squared. So the area of a sector is going to be very, very similar to the arc length formula. Area of a sector's formula is area of a sector divided by area of a circle equals the degree of a sector divided by the degree of a circle. Just like last time. This is not going to change. Since we're looking at area, instead of circumference, we're going to have area in the bottom and then area of a sector, which is usually our x, not always. It says find the area of one slice of the 18-inch pizza shown below. So if our pizza is 18 inches, that means from the top to the bottom is 8. We don't need the diameter. We're looking for the radius. So if the whole thing is 18, we've got to divide it by 2 to find the radius, which is 9. So my radius is 9. And we want just one slice. So I need to know how many sectors there are. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sectors. There's 8 pieces of pizza. And we know the whole thing is 360. Divide that by 8. We'll get that each one is 45 degrees. So this right here, we just want one slice is 45 degrees. I need that information. And then I can just plug it into the area of a sector, which they're asking me to find the area of one piece of pizza, which is a sector. So that's going to be my x divided by pi. My radius in this case is 9. It's half of 18. So 9 squared. And then I have my degree, which I found out over here that we have 8 pieces. So 360 divided by 8 is 45 divided by 360, right? Again, I'm just going to cross multiply. X times 360 is 360x. And I'm going to multiply them out. So pi times 9 is 81 times 45 is 11,451.10522, right? And now I'm going to divide by 360. So I'm going to divide this side by 360. Whatever I do to the left, I have to do to the right. And I have x equals, divide that by 360, about 31.8. It says 808. So 31.8 inches. And since we're finding the area is in the second dimension, so I have to say inches squared. So I want you guys to try that out. Find the area of the highlighted sector. Find the area of the sector. And then find the area of the shaded region. So you're going to have to find the area of the square and then subtract the area of the circle to find the shaded region. So we're going to find the area of the square. And then subtract the area of a circle, the whole circle, to find just the shaded part. All right, so try it out, and we'll go over this when you come back to class. Have a good night.